Hello everyone, welcome back to Nigerian View. So guys, let us have a discussion about the current court war that is going on in Benin City between Black Ass and Supreme Eiye confraternity. You see, it seems like the more effort you put in to understand what is going on, the more confusing it becomes. And a lot of confraternity members right there in Benin City does not have a clue what is really going on. So in this video, I am going to tell you guys what I have found out so far. And to make it easier, I have decided to divide this video into 3 different parts. And the first is going to be what really caused this court war and how it started. And the second is going to be the court war itself, what has been happening during the court war. Then the third will be the current situation of the city. And I recommend that you listen to know the current situation of Benin City in case you are going to Benin City or if you live there, because I kind of noticed that a lot of people in Benin City right there don't understand what is going on. So before we get into it, I quickly want to remind you guys to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of a video like this. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. So I decided to talk about this to clarify what was said in that last video, because a lot of people hit me up. As a matter of fact, more than 500 people hit me up on WhatsApp and they told me a lot of things. But there are different stories to why this court was started, just like stated in the last video. But the young man that started this court war just came back from the prison not too long ago. A lot of people are of the opinion that the young man lost his younger brother about 1 year or 2 ago, and they are saying that it is the remembrance of the brother that is why he started the war. And another thing is that the young man that started this court war, the person that he brought down by the name of JB, have saved his life before. According to the stories in the street, they said JB saved his life long ago before he even went to jail. So a lot of confraternity members from Benin City have different versions to how this confraternity war started. This is to tell you that a lot of people are going down for what they don't even understand, for what they don't even know how it started, which is not cool. I always tell people on this platform that peace is the only way forward. No matter what happens, no matter what happens, the truth remains the same. These people that are fighting each other, they are all brothers. I still believe that peace is the only way forward. So let's talk about the war itself. Like I said before, a lot of these confraternity members don't even know what is going on. And I will tell you the reason why that is. There are a lot of informations coming out from Benin City right now. Different misinformation and different missed information that are currently coming out in Benin City right now, that it is very difficult to process these informations and understand at the same time. And I don't want to go into that because it is like a rabbit hole. But what I want you guys to understand, I don't want to exaggerate this, but from my count alone, it is more than 20 people that have been brought down within the space of 3 days. The reason for this is because both groups have their hit squad at the same time in the city. So this is the reason it is really confusing. And majority of these people that have went down are married people, people with wife and children. An elderly man was brought down, and according to the story, it is said that the elderly man is a member of Black Ass, and at the end of the day, it turned out that the elderly man is not a member of anything. And I am going to tell you the areas that are affected most in this confraternity war. And please bear with me if any of these areas are not pronounced well. I am going to try the best I can. So the areas that are very affected are Owelu, Oluku, Ogida, Ego, Ekiadolo, Usain, and Oba Uwana. And this confraternity war has also robbed other confraternities, and I am just going to give you the informations. So the first confraternity that this confraternity has actually involved is the juries. I have to tell you the truth, I really don't know much about this confraternity because I have never seen them involved in any confraternity war. But the juries were involved in this particular war. I really don't know how they got involved in this war, but they clashed with Eiye during this war in a place called Hussein, and the juries also suffered some casualties as they also lost between 1 to 2 members to this particular court war. And another thing that I quickly want to point out to you guys is that the Edo State Security, which is comprised of the Edo State Vigilante and the Edo State Police, they have arrested some young men who are said to have been involved in bringing people down in this confraternity war. In this picture that you are currently seeing on your screen, it's some young men that are said to be members of Black Ass and members of Eiye that were arrested by the Nigerian police force, I think about 2 days ago. And yesterday, this picture also came out of some young men that were also arrested, I think by the Edo State Vigilante. And also there is a young man right there who is a native doctor that was also arrested. And this young man was questioned, although I didn't understand what he was saying because he was using Benin language when he was being questioned. So some of my viewers that are from Benin City told me that the man was saying that he did Otumokbo for the young men. I think the Otumokbo is for Ogun. And the vigilantes also found a tool inside a bush. So I am going to play the video for you guys and then come back to continue with my analysis. And I will advise you guys to wait because I am going to tell you the current situation of the state.
Hey! Sigo! When I see go, high jump for Instagram. I don't know what they're doing.
If you understand what the man was saying, you can also put it in the comment section below if the interpretation that I was told is correct. Anyway, let's go to the last segment of this video. So, let's talk about the current situation of Benin City right now. It is said that the Rainbow Squad, the Rainbow Group, called for an emergency peace talk. So, it seems like the peace talk could not be held. Yesterday, when it was raining, they were still bringing people down. And some of my viewers that view this platform that are from Benin City, they were also fired at. Boom, boom, boom. As you can see on your screen, a young man sent to me that yesterday when it was raining, he was fired at and he sent me his picture. And thank God for his life that they were not able to bring him down. And at about 10 to 11 p.m. last night, another viewer of mine was also fired at, and as you can see on your screen too, that none of the bullets actually touched him. And if you go to Benin City right now, most of the places that are known to be very busy in Benin City are pretty much dry. So the video that you are currently seeing on your screen is a video that was taken from an area which is also very stubborn in Benin City. This video was taken from Upper, and you can see that that particular area is very dry. It seems like the entire area is on lockdown because you can't really see anyone outside. And I also want to point out that the youths that live in this Upper, they have all come together to say that they are not going to participate in this confraternity war that is going on in Benin City. So they have settled themselves right there in that area. However, the young men have still traveled. The reason for this is because you can't really trust people. And also, people can come from other areas to pull heat right there if they notice that people are still living their life normally. And I just want to let people know the war is still very active. As a matter of fact, people are saying that it has not even started. This is what I really don't understand, because these people are brothers. I don't understand how the hatred can be so high. Anyway guys, like I always say, peace is the way forward. The best thing that these young men need to do right now is to make peace. The best thing is to make peace, come together, let bygone be bygone.